Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Andy Somebody, a movie about a guy, an accountant, who steals money from his evil boss and goes on an adventure. Smash a like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 11, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget Kindle. Unlimited, it's free. So Andy steals from his boss and runs away to Hollywood to, I don't know, spend the money. And they send a vain hitman after him. And he just travels around the country, meeting people, making friends. But eventually the plastic surgeon hires a bunch of crazy people to come get his money. And eventually they take his friend hostage. And he has to get them back. So that's basically it. I mean, it looks fun. So here you got a shootout between Andy's friend, the hotel clerk, and another dude, but they kind of give away part of it. I won't give it away here. And then this guy, this is the crazy guy that puts them all in a bathroom and, I don't know, steals the money, I guess. It's called Andy Somebody, directed by Jesse David Ng, written by Jesse David Ng and Jeremy Evans, starring Jeremy Evans. Oh, okay, so he's Andy. Leslie Wong, she looks familiar. That name sounds familiar. I think I've seen her before in something. Jonathan Buckley, Jacob Bruce, and Frank Marcano. Tim Parrish, Carmen Morales, Marissa Hart, Nicole Butler. That name sounds familiar too. Looks kind of funny. It's meant to be an action comedy. It kind of gives away some stuff in the trailer, I'll say. So watch the trailer at your leisure. But that being said, it looks fun. It's got quirky characters. The bad guy is a plastic surgeon. He's got some sort of deal with this guy where they're, I don't know, selling prescription drugs. He steals $3 million from him and just takes off with it. And then they have to hire a bunch of guys to get their money back. Here's a guy I think Andy picks up who he becomes friends with. This is his, like, I don't know, former girlfriend or whatever. So he just makes a bunch of friends who then help him later to fight the plastic surgeon. And there's this is a weird shootout. I don't want to give that away. So I don't know. It looks pretty good. I would totally see this movie. Andy looks familiar too. I may have seen him in something before, or he may look like somebody I don't know. I know. I'm not sure. So first act, Andy has a terrible job with an awful boss, and he decides, I'm gonna rob him. So he does, and he takes off. And second act, the boss realizes he's been had, sends guys after Andy. Andy runs amok, spending his money, making friends, contacting his old girlfriend, I guess. Things are going great. He's living a new life. Finally, he's somebody. And but eventually the bad guys show up and he has to battle them. After that, it gets a little murky. It's a comedy, so it's going to end positively. So Andy blows a lot of money, makes a few mistakes, gives himself away. The bad guys chase him down, take his friend hostage. He has to get her back. Then it's about him choosing between the money or his friend. He chooses his friend. He uses the money and his other new friends to save her. And a big climactic fight between him and the plastic surgeon, which doesn't appear to be like a real coordinated thing. It's more of like kind of fight. Yeah, so I think it could be fun. It looks fun. Let's read the write-up. Andy Somebody is an action comedy about Andy Fielder. Jeremy Evans is a depressed Chicago accountant. Oh, it starts in Chicago. Who steals $3 million from his boss, a corrupt plastic surgeon, and runs off. That's a little different. And runs off to L.A. to start a new life. Andy quickly finds himself being hunted by his boss's men and must find a way to outsmart his pursuers and keep himself and his best friend alive, all while fulfilling a promise he made to his dying father. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. They didn't show that part in the trailer. They probably should have. Probably should have showed that part. Andy Somebody's directed by Jesse David Ing, written by Jeremy M. Evans, with just along with Jesse David Ing. Andy Somebody stars Jeremy Evans, Nicole Butler, and Tim Parrish. Andy Somebody is releasing on April 18th on VOD. I would totally see this. Yeah, looks fun. I mean, I don't know about the action part. It's. I think it's more comedy than action. But they're saying action comedy because it reminds me a little bit of like Midnight Run kind of movie. And Jeremy's pretty good. You know, he's got some charisma to him. You know, I think it could work. I think it could work. I would give it a chance. The lady in the cowboy hat, she's got a ton of charisma. So she's the standout character in the trailer. It really should be Jeremy, but he's not that far behind. So I could see this movie working. Hopefully these are a lot of comedic actors, and they could really pull off the comedy. So yeah, Andy Somebody dropping April 18th on VOD. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. If you can find a more bass take, take it. I'll be at Ocean City Comic Con Saturday and Sunday at the Music Pier. Please come down and check it out. Get yourself a slice of boardwalk pizza and a copy of the Pineys. And we'll see you in the next one.